a shark. Funny how they bought the top. Perfect trades right on cue. Guess the briefing leaked to you. Public servant, private jet. Just good time in the air, you bet. Campaign speech about reform while your portfolio outperforms. You call it policy, we call it theft. You write the laws, then place the bets. Retail's dumb, that's what they say. Funny how we lose that way. What a coincidence, such good timing. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Funny how it's always you, always you, always you, always you. Smartest guys in the room always know just what to do. Right before the market moves, somehow they get perfect clues. We take risks, they print proof. Whole damn system's bulletproof. Same old lie in a new suit. Smartest guys in the room. So clean. Smartest guys you've ever seen. Committee meeting close to press. Stocks go vertical, pure success. Another coincidental trade. Right before the rules are made. Ethics board says looks alright. Sign here, dated, sleep at night. Blind trust somehow sees the chart. Yeah, that sounds real fucking smart. Sell the dip, buy the fear. Funny how the top is clear. By the time the public knows, somebody already closed. Lucky again. Amazing timing. Smartest guys in the room always know just what to do. Right before the market moves, somehow they get perfect clues. We take risks, they print proof. Whole damn system's bulletproof. Same old lie in a new suit. Smartest guys in the room. Smartest guys you've ever seen. Smartest guys in the room always know just what to do. Right before the market moves, somehow they get perfect clues. We take risk, they print proof. Whole damn system's bulletproof. Same old lie in a new suit. Smartest guys in the room. Smartest guys you've ever seen.
Oh, brother, oh, brother, oh, brother. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Matt Kohrs Show, where maybe together we can have a very successful Friday, Payday Friday, TGIF, first day of the month of May. Folks, I appreciate you joining me at the crack of dawn. I hope you are wearing your luckiest MILF shirt. Man, I love felines. If we are lucky, the star co-host, the lead chief investment officer of Matt Kohrs Capital, may be joining us today. I don't know what Piper's up to. I don't know what her schedule looks like. Last time I saw her, she was cleaning her tail and also playing with a fuzzy mouse thing that I think has catnip in it. So to be honest, she seemed a little busy, but maybe, just maybe, she will bless us with her presence today. So fingers crossed on that. But more importantly, and by more importantly, I actually mean less importantly, the market's going to be opening in a mere 25 minutes. We have some earnings to chit chat about. We have Reddit, we have Apple, we have SanDisk, and then obviously we actually could talk about Exxon, Chevron, and Moderna. We could talk a little bit about the Fed. We have a bit of an update between Iran and the Iran situation and Trump. So I want to give you an update there. We have some major macroeconomic events this morning, right after market open. I want to make you guys aware of that. And really what I'm focusing on today is absolutely crushing, annihilating, decimating the trading session so I can actually afford this Payday Friday. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, retweet, and follow. It is pinned to the top of chat. It's in the description of the video. We are giving away free prop accounts. This isn't something you have to pay for or anything like that. This is a freebie giveaway. It's a way for me to say thank you to all of you folks for every single time you type in that code Goonie. I know many of you are buying prop accounts. I know many of you are subscribed. I know many of you have your notifications on. I know many of you day in and day out come in here and hit that like button, and you're doing that all with good vibes. So my thank you, I guess, is the littlest thing I could do is give back. So giving back prop accounts, we're giving back cold hard cash. It is free for everyone to participate. All you have to do is like, retweet, and follow, and you will be in the drawing. Everyone who is selected, we're picking 10 people. Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're picking 10 people. All of you are going to be getting prop accounts. 5 of you are going to get a sim to funded options account. 5 of you are going to be getting a sim to funded futures account. Everyone who is selected will be getting a prop account. Then we're taking all 10 of those people and we're putting them together in one marble race, prison rules, as in winner takes all. The winner of the race will be getting $150 of cold hard cash, aka let me pay for your bar tab this weekend to celebrate not only a good month of April, the start of a new month of May, but also a fun trading week where vibes are high. So if you're listening to me right now, pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video, or just go to my Twitter, or if you're signed up on Locals, you already got the email. I put it on my Instagram. I put it everywhere where I hope you can obviously find it, and ideally find it relatively quickly. So it's out there. Like, retweet, and follow. If you're in the Discord, we're also going to be simultaneously running it in there. So it's going to be around 10:30, depending on what happens with the market. But folks, I am stoked. Not only is it at the brand new month of May, not only is it a Friday, but it's a beautiful sunny day out. I don't know the temperature. I don't know if you guys live in Pennsylvania like me, but if someone wants to let me know roughly is it going to be a nice sunny day? Do I want to close out my trades early just so I can go bake in the sun and do what the good Lord intended me? Hang on, let me check the weather really quick. No, mid 60s are going to be the high, and it's going to rain tomorrow. Oh, next week we're getting up to the 80s, brother. Early next week, I'm seeing Tuesday of next week, Tuesday, we're getting up to the 80s. We're going to be cooking. All right, time to, bake my skin in the sun to not be so pasty, translucent, mayo-y white. There's a reason people call me Mayo Matt, and it's not only because I'm a fat loser reject, but it's also because I'm like legally as white as you can be. So we're going to be you guys might not know this, but I actually have a white shirt on right now. I don't know if you can actually tell the color grading differential between my skin and this shirt, but I'm not doing this one like nude by any means. Like, I do have a shirt on. It just so happens that the particular shade of my white skin is the same as like the whitest of all shirts. So please, this is not a rated X show. I am not streaming naked or anything like that. To all the parents in the audience, no, I'm not a pedo. I do have a creepy mustache, but that's just because I forgot to shave. It has nothing to do with me caring about kids. I just generally look like this because I'm a stressed, high anxious, highly depressed individual, and sometimes I forget to shave. But I understand visually the entire package. I get it. If you're a mom, you're like, whoa there, brother. Like there's some flags. I get it. So just want to throw that out there. Also, what I want to throw out there is I slapped on a trade during pre-market right there at 9:04. Should I just make it a freebie trade? I mean, honestly, if I wanted to, I could just close this out right now. $300, $400 per contract, per contract, per account. Not a bad deal. Do I make it freebie? I'm protected by VWAP. You know what? Maybe I make it a free trade. I'm protected by 600 as well. Maybe I just move this up to 90.75. Guarantee myself $10. Pay for commissions. Free trade. First trade of the day, free trade. Dude, imagine how lucky I would be if just right out of the gate, the first movement is a big pop to the upside. don't shave until you get paid by Apex. Folks, that would look bad. Do you guys remember it was roughly a year ago that I did quite a long non-shave period, and it looked bad, brother. It looked bad. Anyway, just to clarify, I did take a long during that intro song, 904. I'm long at 591, or I guess my stop's at 591. I'm protected by 600. I'm protected by VWAP. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but I'm already picturing this. I'm already putting it out into the universe. I'm already having visions of grandeur of, imagine if at market open in 19 minutes, that's just a giant pop all the way up to like 700 or something. That'd be pretty freaking sick. Oh, just so you guys know, I'm trading on 5 funded accounts from FFN. I am trading on 5 funded accounts from Legends. I'm trading on 3 funded accounts from MFF. And then I'm trading on 5 evals from Tradeify. And then just in case you are curious and you're like, Matt, where's your TPTs? I do have them. I just turned it off because I didn't want to accidentally trade. I already passed the evals in terms of the profit. I just need more trading days. 3 of these accounts, I already hit the trading day requirement today. So I'll be trading those funded starting Monday of next week. And then 2 of them, I think I need 2 more days or something like that. I am trading my TPTs. They're all evals. It's just, I'm just doing little scalp trades now until I hit that 5-day window. So that's where I'm at, 5, 10, 13, trading on 13 funded accounts. And I already traded on 5 evals there. I'm done with those today, and I'm still trading on these 5 evals. So the setup for the day, what I'm currently in a live position on, is 13 funded accounts and 5 evals. So that's where we're at, and we're going to see how it rips. And this is my first trade of the day, and basically I just already have the stop at break even. So it's already a freebie trade. Maybe I could get lucky with the market open. Market open, 9:30. It's random. We're either getting a big pop to the upside or a big drop to the downside. So I have a 50% chance of getting knocked out for break even, or I have a 50% chance of this really popping and me locking in right out of the gate. So I don't know how it's going to go. Like I said, I give myself a coin flip opportunity. I'm giving myself literally a 50-50 shot, but I don't mind it because in the 50% chance that I'm right, I make a lot of money. In the 50% chance that I'm wrong, I'm break even. So in the worst case scenario, the downside risk to me is nothing. There's no sweat off my back on this particular trade. So I'm just recapturing it. As you can see from my new indicator, 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 30 minute is all super bullish. Okay. Let's go. Thought you had TPT Pro 2 days ago. Not Pro Plus. I had whatever the sim funded one is. What's it? Pro Plus, and Live. Whatever the sim to funded one is, I had it, but I blew it out on day 1 because of the unrealized drawdown. I was trying to max out the drawdown on day 1, and it just did not work. So right now, take your TPT. They're evals. Once again, the TPTs that I have, I pass the profits I need, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, but that's just to pass the eval. I need now more trading days to upgrade them to funded accounts where I can start taking those daily payouts. So literally, I'm just waiting for more time to pass. And by the way, TPT, I love them. We've been talking about them all week. I can see that you guys have been using that code Goonie to sign up for a lot. So if you guys are getting a TPT account today is very, very important. If you happen to be getting one today, make sure you're using that code Goonie, because the more people who sign up today, because obviously the company knows that they are the partner of today's Payday Friday giveaway, they're going to be looking at the community's performance today, aka using code Goonie. The more we do, the more accounts we can give away. So if you are, I don't want anyone to feel pressured into getting an account. I'm just saying, if you're going to get a TPT account today, don't forget to use code Goonie. We've been talking about them all week, and that's for good reason. Yes, does it take a little bit of time to pass the eval? Yeah, it takes 5 days at fastest. That's a little bit of a bummer, but I'm happily going to accept that when there's no consistency rule and there are daily payouts. I love that for funded accounts, as in if you catch a runner, if you're a trend following trader, you can ride this as much as you want to. And then on top of that, if you're above the buffer, you can get daily payouts. That combination with no DLL, no consistency rule, and daily payouts when you get to funded, that is an amazing, amazing, amazing combination. Once again, that's for trading futures. If you're more of an options trader, well, you're going to want to check out Vanquish. Code Goonie will get you 50% off there. And if we want at market open, I could actually trade that. I have my account ready to go here on Vanquish, but maybe I should actually first prep you guys up for today's trading session. Dow futures jumped 200 points to start May, trading as oil falls. Apple shares Trump. As you can imagine, various things to chit chat about. Trump vows to maintain pressure on Iran through naval blockade. So the whole, hey, we're going to shut down your shutdown of the strait is still alive and well. Oil rises as White House says Iran ceasefire halts 60-day war deadline. Oil rose today after volatile trading as geopolitical risks tied to Iran persisted. Trump is facing a 60-day congressional deadline for the Iran war. The Trump administration argued that a ceasefire reached 3 weeks ago had terminated hostilities between the two sides. Obviously, it didn't, but regardless, obviously the stock market all-time high in terms of the S&P 500, the Nasdaq almost at an all-time high, Bitcoin not near an all-time high, but obviously very strong momentum. Tesla is picking up. The other thing that where is Apple? I should move Apple up so we could talk about it today. Apple had earnings last night, also looking pretty good. And the final thing here is oil. Oil was popping and it got up to 106, almost 107 per barrel, but right now in pre-market it is actually taking a bit more of a breather. So oil down, Bitcoin up, SPY up, Q's holding its return, I suppose, and then Apple actually popping. So across the board, I would actually say in the short term, the bulls are in control. Actually, in the long term, the bulls are in control as well because we just hit an all-time high. So when you hit an all-time high, clearly in the long term, the bulls are in control. And in the medium term, so in the short term, medium term, and long term, maybe it makes sense to you right now. Maybe it doesn't make sense to you right now. But objectively, the things we can measure, the bulls are in control. How are you not bullish when you are hitting a new record all-time high? By definition, that has to be bullish. New record highs is as most bullish as you can possibly be. Iran is grasping for a solution to an American blockade it can't break. I understand that when you look at mainstream media, it very much presents it as who's going to win, U.S. versus Iran, a pretty close one. And in reality, it's not close at all. Remember, there's a reason we spend a gazillion, trillion, billion, million dollars on our military every single year. At any given moment, if Trump wanted to, and I'm not saying that he should, but I'm saying if he wanted to, he could literally remove Iran from the face of this planet. Obviously, that decision wouldn't live in a vacuum, and there would be other far-reaching implications, which is probably why he's not doing it. But in terms of like, oh my God, the Iran army, the Iran military versus the U.S. military, it's not even David versus Goliath. It is a gigantic transformer against an ant. That's the sizing of the military. So I understand right now, once again, because of mainstream media and some of these headlines, it feels like, oh, like maybe Iran has a shot. Well, they have a shot if we're only using like 1% of what we could be doing. So just want to remind everyone of that given enough time, this will break in the favor of the U.S. It's just a question of when, and it's the awkwardness of that timing that is causing some other issues, because obviously the longer that higher energy cost persists, well, we're going to see inflation go up. That's going to have an impact on the Fed and monetary policy, where we just got a new Fed chair. The longer it lasts, we're going to start it to seep into other aspects of the economy, such as earnings reports. So it's those types of things that this does not live in a vacuum, and it's other things that we have to consider. But just like, once again, that one sole point of U.S. military versus Iran military, obviously, we're going to destroy them. You have no clue what you're talking about. Yep. You're a very smart individual. Sorry, someone on the internet said that Iran's military is the same power, prowess, reach, technical skill set as the U.S. military. Sorry, I forgot about that. My bad. I'm completely wrong. And yes, you're actually right, Mr. Random fucking commenter in chat. You are 100% correct. The Iran military is the exact same power as the U.S. military. That makes sense. You're right. I am wrong. Thank you so much for your input. We are all so much smarter for understanding that now. Thank you. As a chat, as a community, we would have never known that. Coming into this, most of us had the silly assumption that the U.S. military is stronger. But now, because of your comment, we actually all know that the U.S. military and the Iranian military are actually the exact same. Thank you so much for that. We're better off with it. That exactly explains why the market's at all-time highs. That it makes sense now. It makes sense why we are NATO. It makes sense why we are the world security system. I would have never been able to put those points and pieces together without this phenomenal input. Anyway, bringing it back to today's specifically the trading session, Friday, May the 1st. Hope you guys crushed it in April. Hope you are ready for a very exciting May. 9:45, we're getting some manufacturing numbers. 15 minutes into the trading session, and then double that, 30 minutes into the trading session, we're getting more manufacturing numbers. So 9:45, 10 a.m., we are getting manufacturing numbers. Turning into individual equities, it was the biggest week of this particular earnings season. Now, with that being said, the next coming weeks are still very, very important, but this one, just the market cap of the NASDAQ and the S&P 500, it was the largest one. We heard from Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Alphabet, Ford, Qualcomm, Chipotle, Caterpillar, Eli Lilly, MasterCard, Apple, SanDisk, Reddit, Chevron, Exxon, Moderna, UPS, Coca-Cola, Robinhood, Visa, Verizon. It was the biggest week of earnings, but obviously there's still important ones to come. Across the board, it's kind of neutral leaning bullish. There's a lot of beats, but then there's also some noteworthy misses. For example, Amazon did pretty well. Google did very well. Qualcomm did amazing. Microsoft, not the best reaction. Meta, not the best reaction. Caterpillar crushed it. Apple crushed it. So like I said, it's not like an amazing bullish earnings season, but it is more so favoring the bulls when looking at the larger players. The most recent ones we got, Exxon profit surprises analysts despite Iran war tumult. Moderna beats estimates on Rona vaccine sales outside of the U.S. The fact that that's still a thing is kind of blowing my mind. Reddit reports 69% jump in revenue, topping analyst estimates. But then the big one is here. Apple sees sales surge powered by iPhone 17 and China. CEO in waiting, John, spoke to investors as Apple reported a gross profit margin at an iPhone era record. We're talking $111 billion. That's how much Apple made in the last quarter, a revenue of $111 billion. Apple revenue guidance tops estimates on booming iPhone and Mac demand. Apple reported 17% revenue growth, topping estimates even as iPhone sales came up short. It's the first time the company is facing Wall Street since the announcement that Tim Cook will be stepping down. I believe he's stepping down in September. Revenue in the company's service business topped estimates, helping drive its margins. It beat on top and bottom line. EPS $2.01 versus $1.95. Revenue $111 billion and some change versus $109 billion. And then you could see the individual categories right here. Miss on iPhone, beat on Mac, beat on iPad, beat on wearables, home, and accessory. Beat on services, and also beat on gross margin. So beat on everything except the iPhone revenue, but even that, we're talking $57 billion in revenue. So it crushed, and to no one's surprise, Apple is up pretty decently in pre-market trading. It is up 3%. Still weeks ago, a couple months ago, there was this big hubbubaloo between the Pentagon and Anthropic and like perceived risks. Well, apparently the government is taking the pathway forward of saying, great, we'll just really solidify our deal with other AI players if Anthropic doesn't want to play with us. Related note, OpenAI CFO sees vertical wall of demand for products. The reason I'm bringing this up is because not long ago, there was a dip in the NASDAQ. It was either Tuesday the 28th or it was Thursday the 23rd, I forget. But whatever one of these recent dips was, it was because of a report that the internal numbers to OpenAI, it was showing a bit of a breather in the world of AI demand. So people were like, oh, is the AI bubble going to pop? Well, the CFO just responded and said, honey. OpenAI chief financial officer, Ms. Sarah, said the company is meeting objectives and sees a vertical wall of demand. She acknowledged that the company has ambitious internal stretch goals that can be different than the ones it shares publicly, and said the popularity of OpenAI's products continues to grow. She disputed the notion that she believes OpenAI may need less computing infrastructure, saying data center capacity is what the company requires more of to meet the demand. So basically getting some information saying, no, like we're actually still crushing. Remember the other thing going on right now is the lawsuit between Elon Musk and OpenAI, Elon Musk and Sam Altman, and that has to do with really the process of going from nonprofit to a public company or a for-profit company. And Elon Musk is saying, hey, you deceived a lot of people in that move. That is going on. It started this week, and Elon's been testifying now for the past few days. He might be testifying again today. So if you're paying attention to the world of AI, or specifically OpenAI and XAI, that's something you might want to be paying attention to. If you haven't already, sign up for the newsletter. It is 100% free. mattkohrs.locals.com. My mod will put it in chat. It's in the description of the video. Every single Sunday, you're going to get a breakdown for free of what's going on in the market, cheat sheet for earnings, cheat sheet for all the major macroeconomic events. Remember, manufacturing numbers coming out today. And most useful for my day traders, scalp traders, is you're going to get the seasonality of each individual day based on the last 27 years worth of information. And just so you know, today is seasonally favoring the bulls. The bulls over the past better part of 3 decades have won this day 2 out of every 3 years, 64%. Couple years there, it was a bit more bearish, very bullish, a bit bearish, and now flat. So it's not the strongest bullish day we've ever seen, but the data does more so support the bulls than it does the bears. So just wanted to share that with you. Once again, it is free. You've never had to pay for it. You'll never have to pay for it. And you don't even need a coupon code or anything like that. Just sign up on Locals. Remember, shout out to TPT. They are a partner of today's Payday Friday giveaway. Shout out to Vanquish. They're also a partner. Vanquish is for options. TPT is for futures. And we're doing a Payday Friday today to celebrate a great week, to celebrate a great month, to celebrate a new month, and basically just to celebrate the fact that it's a Friday and it's a nice sunny Friday. If you are listening to me right now, it is free for everyone to get into this. All you have to do is like, retweet, and follow. My Twitter account, my X account, if you want to call it that, is Matt_Kohrs, Matt_Kohrs. It's pinned to the top of chat. It's in the description of the video. All you have to do is like, retweet, and follow. We're giving away 5 TPT accounts. We're giving away 5 Vanquish accounts, and we're giving away $150 of cold hard cash. If you are watching me right now, if you are listening to me right now, if you are, I guess, just part of this community and you somehow subconsciously know that it's a Friday and you're not even watching or listening, you better like, retweet, and follow, because it is free for everyone. Free for everyone. Obviously, shout out to TPT, shout out to Vanquish. If you choose to buy either of these accounts today, I would be greatly appreciative and in your debt if you could use the code Goonie. The more this code is used, the more we can give away these accounts. So just wanted to get everyone ready for that. Remember, we are in the territory of a new all-time high. The all-time high made yesterday was 7,219. If the market were to open literally right now, we would be above that by about 15 points. So literally, we are set to open up at a new all-time high, which means to the all-time high we made yesterday, there's going to be a downside gap fill. The odds of that getting filled today are extraordinarily high, but remember, it's not a guarantee. So there's a downside gap fill to 2719. There's a downside gap fill to 719.79 in SPY. There's also a small downside gap fill on QQQ to 668.90. Those are all record highs. Bitcoin's looking really good. Apple is holding on to its gains from the market close yesterday when we had its earnings, and oil's coming down a little bit. So, of course, when the market gets going, let me know what you guys want to watch, what you don't want to watch. But as we're really going to get rocking here, I want to let you know I'm still in this position. It was looking pretty good. And let's just see if I can hold it through market open. Market's going to get going in about 30 seconds. Actually, a fun question for you guys. Should I take the profits right now? $700 per account. As you can see, I'm trading on many accounts. Or do you think I should hold it through market open? And like I said, you guys have 20 seconds to respond to this. Do I just take the money right now? Or do you think they're going to vomit for the downside gap fill and I get no money? Quick. Market opens in 10 seconds. I need answers. I need answers, folks. This is paying for your Payday Friday. So yes, your financial health is going to be involved in this particular situation. Take it, hold, take it, hold. Dingity ding ding ding. The world's largest casino is now open. Best of luck to all. Play responsibly, and if not, have fun. Please pop, 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 please, please. Is it going right for? Which way are we going? Which way are we going? To clarify, to all the moms in the audience worried, hey, should my son or daughter remember, it's 2026. Women are smart now. Should my son or daughter be learning from this kid to trade? I want to clarify to all the moms in the audience, my stop's at break even. I'm taking on no risk. Worst case situation, break even. So I like to all the moms who are like, should we be learning from him? Just want to clarify, this is a riskless trade for me. A riskless trade. So those are the types of things you have to be worried about. Oh, wow, we're going. Oh, goes. Folks, we're cooking. We're cooking. Look at this trade out of the gate. This is what America was built on. It was built on fish heads and the NASDAQ. Fucking love it. This is the real American dream. This is opening divergence. Who gives a shit? You're looking at opening divergence. We're literally 1 minute into the day and you're talking about opening divergence. Chill out, brother. Brother, chill out. Ha ha ha. And cannons. Yeah. There's 3 things we care about in this country: cannons, fish heads, and NASDAQ. Girls are smart now. Matt, 2026. Hey, I'm pretty progressive. You guys didn't know that. Hey, Trex, are you trying to say women aren't smart now? Read a goddamn book, dude. It's women are smart now. That's what social media told me. Folks, it's a joke. It's a joke. I support women. See? I'm an ally. What else? What other information do you need from me to know that I'm on your side? Right here. Right? It's literally on the shirt. I support women. What are we doing? Oh, wait. Shoot. I forgot. Shit. Legends, I needed to stop at 2,000. Exactly. Guys, you're fucking me over on this one. No. Stop. Everyone calm down. No, you're freaking out. I forgot about the consistency rule. 397. Close. All right.
Order filled.
Okay. Lock that. I think I made 200 too much. All right. I'll worry about that later. That's not a problem for current, Matt. That's not a problem for current, Matt. That's for later, Matt. Tradeify. I passed all those accounts. Close.
Order filled.
All right. Tradeify. Pass. I hit 159. We are golden there. So we don't have to do that. All right. So I manage. All right. Let's figure this out. I'm good on Tradeify. I'm good on TPT. I'm good on Legends. So with that in mind, good on Legends, good on TPT, good on Tradeify. All right. We don't want to get we don't want to get that nutty today. All right. So I locked in what I needed to. Legends, because of the consistency rule, I needed $2,000. I did that. I believe I'll be able to request out another 12.5 from them today. So that one's done. I passed the Tradeify. You guys saw that. TPT, I already passed those. So the ones I'm rocking with right now are Oh, no. Fuck. I can't get more than 3K on these. So
order filled.
Okay, 3K. Good. That's another consistency rule. So the only thing I have left now. Wow, this is going today.
Order canceled.
So we maxed that out. So then the only other one, so I don't need that. My only other one is MFF, because those are uncapped. Folks, what can I say? I support women. That's all. What else do you need to know about me besides the fact that I support women? I have an open order. No, I deleted all. I hope I deleted all orders. But I do need to get this account up. Well, it's safe to say that I can. Let's do a break even, free
order
trade.
Submitted.
We're crushing. I should probably move my stop up at some point. I mean, look at this. Let's move this over here so you guys can see it. But this new indicator has made me so much money, and I literally built it this week. It just gives me a measure of the strength per time frame. 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 30 minute, ESNQ, super bullish, super bullish, super bullish, super bullish. It's either bullish, very bullish, or super bullish, obviously with super bullish being the strongest reading. And then obviously you have all that on the bearish side, and then I'm measuring ES and NQ. So when I see all 8 are aligning, 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 30 minute, ES, NQ, all super bullish, that's how you make as much money as I just made. What indicator is that? I made it. Because not only am I a MILF, I happen to be a MILF coder. I should do I just want to stop at 3K today? That's a pretty good day. Because then I just got these yesterday and I'm already up $10,000 in profit. Do I just let it ride, do you think? What time is it? 9:36. Is your indicator based off volume, EMAs? How's that work? Momentum and EMAs, not volume. Volume, I don't know. I think volume's overhyped. Call me old-fashioned, but I think volume's overhyped. Need ultra bullish? I don't know. That seems scary. That seems scary. All right. Once again, for all the moms in the audience, I'm moving my stop up to be $1,500 in the money, and we're just going to ride it from here. Whatever. I've already made so much fucking money today at a certain point. Like, do you guys ever wonder if trading's too easy? Like, I don't know. I think we could all agree that being a streamer is the hardest job in the world. But I think we can maybe also simultaneously agree that trading is the easiest job in the world. So, like, what does that actually mean for me in my job? You know, if I'm simultaneously doing the hardest job in the world, being a streamer, stream 2 hours a day, 9 to 11, 5 days a week, that's 10 hours of hardcore work. But then I also trade, which is the easiest job in the world. So, like, when people ask me about the difficulty of my job, what do I say? Like, I'm simultaneously doing the easiest thing and the most difficult thing, and I just don't know. I don't know what to tell people. The Canon indicator is a combination with the fish head. Trading is harder. No, dude. Trading is, like, I just proved it to you that trading is, like, the easiest thing you could possibly do. Do I just want to close this out? I kind of like the idea of 3K because then I could just call it a good Friday. All right. If it pops up to the intraday high here. Okay, first of all, I could. Okay. All right. Guaranteeing myself 2,100. Do you think I could rip it to 800? Maybe 790, something like that? All right, 780, 790. I'm looking in this zone, folks. I'm looking in this zone. Come on, show me them tendies. Show me them cannons. Show me them cannons. I'm kind of watching 800. I'm kind of watching 790, 780. Come on. All right, let's move this up. No matter what, guaranteeing myself $2,750. Worst case scenario. These are just the final contracts that I'm trading on. Remember, these are uncapped. Uncapped. There's no consistency rule, and there's daily payouts. This would be my first payout on MFF if I choose to take this money, which I probably should because my credit card bill from the amount of evals I've recently purchased are a bit concerning, to say the least.
Order submitted.
Wow, we're going for a 209-point trade out of the gate. We're going for it. We're going for it. Go, brother. Go, brother. This is for all the cannons in the world. If there is a market god listening, may he or she shine upon me. I am putting this trade in the hands of the market gods. What will we see first? 800 or 728. What's really fun about this trade is I love the amount of people in chat right now who are probably losing their mind of just like, Matt, take the money. You're up $3,800 per account. Please take it. Like, you're just begging me. You're begging me. You're basically the HR department at JP Morgan. You guys are about to witness perfection. You're about to witness... fuck. Actually, a lot of sellers just came in there. That's not so good. Oops. Options flow. Brother, nothing matters. Nothing is real. Matt, what's the momentum? Matt, what's the options flow? Matt, what's your stop loss? Folks, nothing matters. Literally nothing in this world matters. It's all a simulation. We were talking about it in the Discord this morning, which, by the way, if you join the Discord and you think we're going to be talking about trading, you're wrong. This morning, we were talking about how bees are most likely government drones. So I just, nothing is what you perceive it to be. It's a simulation or it's a government spy. Those are the two options of everything in this world. It's either a simulation or a government spy. So my theory on this is that the government realized that us, at least people who are paying attention to the world, have realized that we know birds are obviously fake. Like, if you think birds are real, you're crazy. A fucking animal that can fly? No. I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. So I think the government, through a pretty, like, I think for hundreds of years, the government was able to dupe a lot of people into thinking that birds are real, when in reality, it was a surveillance system that over the years has gotten a lot more advanced. They started off with pterodactyls, then they moved on to eagles, and as you could see, it got smaller and smaller and smaller as technology advanced and advanced and advanced. And it's to the point that obviously they're getting to the point of pigeons and even hummingbirds. So as technology is making leaps forward, the surveillance was getting more compact and probably, obviously, I would assume, a lot better as well. So I think they had to, at some point, probably the late 90s, early 2000s, I think most people, enlightened people, at least people paying attention, finally woke up and they realized that we're being watched. So I think, especially with the rise of semiconductors and even now AI, I think they're getting into the world of bees. I know it's a hot take. I know it's not something that you guys really were prepared to talk about this morning, but I'm onto it. I'm thinking the government has ditched the bird drone program and has started to realize that they need to go even smaller. I mean, think about all of the pandering that they do to media. Oh, bees, they're flying from flowers, pollinating the world. What the fuck do you mean pollinating the world? You just made that up. You're telling me that a little fucking bumblebee is flying around and it's the reason the world is functioning? Like, I've heard a lot of ludicrous bullshit in my day, but my BS detector is through the goddamn roof. You think I'm gonna buy this complete farce of a situation that bees are going around and they're saving the planet with fucking flowers? Folks, think about it. Think about how crazy that sounds. And it's always the media too, dude. It's always these like for-profit mainstream media organizations that are trying to push that narrative of like, yeah, bees are good. We need bees. Bees are awesome. Bees are totally not government spies. I don't know, man. I mean, you think that sound that bees make is normal? That doesn't sound like a little motor engine to you? As if it's completely mechanical and they're storing all that information on us? You're telling me that's a real sound? You're telling me that those small ass little flappy things, that's the sound they actually make? Full of shit. Like I said, I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. How did we get on this subject? Trading's really easy. Who the fuck is calling me? Oh, the scammer's calling me. The scammer's calling me. Hello? 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 Is this John? John FX, the guy I sent crypto to yesterday? John. John. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? John, if you can hear me, call me back. I would love to talk about my crypto returns. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. I hung up. Couldn't hear you. He says he wants to call me through Telegram. Guys, I need... What do I do? What's my lie? I need to recap all of my lies. So I needed to send him crypto. We fabricated the wallet. It was off by a number. I hung up, couldn't hear you. I don't know. That's a bummer. You know what's a bummer is I never got my profit target and it's starting to go down. That's not so good. I should probably move this up a little bit, you know? It's losing momentum, lower highs and lower lows. I was really looking for 800, but it only hit 95. I was thinking that maybe it would hit that $100 value, but I'll just risk this recent low. So no matter what, I'm making $3,250. So that's a pretty good return. Pretty good return, if you ask me. Or maybe I'll get lucky and it'll pop. But I got the Discord call and then someone started calling my phone. Did the Discord guy somehow get my number from me picking up on Discord? That's crazy. Hang on. I'm trying to understand because someone called my phone right after. I'm a little confused. Did they leave a message or was that just like simultaneously a spam? I have an unknown call from Massachusetts. Do you think that's my spam caller? Is this the bees listening? How much in dollars? I hung up, couldn't hear you. Can you please call me again? I would like to talk on the phone via Discord if possible. I really need this money. Are you on Telegram? No. I don't know what Telegram is. Can we please talk on Discord? Maduro Matt, can you please provide the options flow for IWM? Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? Why don't I just do everything? Only one who puts work into this community. I'm not available on Discord. Fuck. Please? Let's just keep saying please until it works. Here's the options flow for the S&P 500. Here's the options flow for the Mag 7. Here's the options flow for the NASDAQ. And here's the options flow for the Russell. The Russell's actually not looking that good. Oh, everyone shut up. Hello? Hello?
Order filled.
John, can you hear me? I can't hear you. He left the call. Fuck. Well, God
Order
shines
canceled.
upon me because I just made a lot of money. So that's fun. I hope he calls back. Pick my call. I did. Your speaker wasn't working. I don't have Telegram. Folks, your boy made money. Duplicate in new stream. Is he gonna call back? We need to find our crypto money, folks. We need to find our crypto money. Yes. Okay, here was the trade. Honestly, today, there's not even much to break down because just across the board, I crushed it. Let's remove that. And then let's just do... let's show trades. This is another indicator that I made. That's the trade. Oh, everyone shut up. Hello? Hello? Your mic isn't working again. Hello? Hello? Ah, shit. Dude, we have him on. He's on the line. We're so close to reeling this fish in. It's working. I said, your mic isn't working. He said, it's working. Then go and open Telegram now. And I said, no, it isn't. I don't have Telegram. Anyway, that's my trade. 209 points, $4,190. Obviously, I stopped on FFN because of the consistency. I stopped at 3K. I stopped on Legends because of the consistency. In fact, I overshot it by a little bit. I might have to give a bit back to go down to 2,100. On MFF, that's the one that I rode because there's no consistency. So I just took it off at 800. TPT, I just did the scalp trade because I already passed those. And then on Tradeify... Wait, why do I still... Where'd my other Tradeifys go? I made 2,700 on all of them. Hello? No. Folks, where did the Tradeifys? Tradeify. I had more Tradeify. Is it because I passed it? Well, it's allowing me to upgrade 3 of them. I don't quite understand this. So I can upgrade 3 of the Tradeifys right there. Activate. Here, let me zoom in. Activate funded, activate funded, activate funded. What happened to these 2? Did it just not count? Traded today. View details. What? At most... 50% of your gross P&L comes from trades shorter than 10 seconds, currently at 1.92. At most. So I need to hold a trade for longer for these ones. Well, that feels like an easy fix. All I have to do is duplicate a new tab. Let's go to MNQ, and then we'll go to Tradeify.
Order filled.
We'll go to the other Tradeify.
Order filled.
Okay, I guess we'll just hold it. I guess it had something like, it's when I was trying to cut down my profits because I was over that, it was probably too many. So do I just need to hold these for longer, I guess? Like I guess just stupid little scalp trades. Why did you send the money on USDC? Did I send the money on USDC? Should I just say, I don't know what that means? I don't know what that means. I used ERC20.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
All right. Well,
Order filled.
Okay, so I hope that helps. Well, I'm going to activate these three, and I'm trying to figure out these other two that apparently, like, it was because of the quick in and outs to lessen my profit on some days that I guess I got in trouble for that. But anyway, okay, I locked those in. Let's give it a reset. How much you make? I sent 5K. You haven't paid me back anything. All right, let me activate these three because why not? Activate. I like the blue flex. Activate. Blue flex. Activate the blue flex. Okay, cool. So I just activated those three. Active, active, active. But I'm still a little... So what? I don't understand what I have to do to fix this. At most, 50% of your gross P&L come from trade shorter than 10 seconds. That's not true. Currently 55.56. So can I just keep doing, I don't know how to fix this. Keep going into trades and hold for more than 10 seconds. Is that the trick? How do I fix it?
Order filled.
Oops.
Order filled.
All right. I can get rid of these at 10 a.m. I think I'm over 10 seconds.
Order filled.
All right. I guess I need to hold more trades that are long than 10 seconds. Can you show... he said, can you show me screenshot of proof again? I already, scroll up. I already showed you a screenshot from yesterday. Just scroll up. Okay, do I need to do this again? Wow, I could have made so much more money. It's up another 60 points. That's another 1.2K. I could have been up to 5.3. That would have been nuts. It's 50% of your total profit, not just the trade, so it might be better just to lose an extra 800. Oh, I see what you're saying. But I would have to do it not scalping because I was doing all that crazy trading. I don't really understand. He said, just show me again. Okay, save image. Save, yes. Should I just keep fighting with him? Why? Do you not know how to scroll? Fish head? All right, I'm a little confused on this rule still. Did my trades help at all? Oh, wait, it's going down because it was currently 52.63. So it was at 55. So this is doing something.
Order filled.
All right, so I was in at 10:02, we'll call it 20, so I could get out at 10:02:30. Oops. This was just on one. I meant to do it on both. What? It was buy one market. What the fuck?
Order submitted.
Can you resend it? Why? Sorry. I'm dealing with this Tradeify situation and I'm dealing with a crypto scammer. We have a lot going on today, team.
Order filled.
All right, so that one locked in. Connections. Well, I don't want to accidentally disconnect and trade on those accounts I shouldn't be trading on. One three four MNQ.
Order filled.
Access denied. Why is access denied? Did I pass? Is that why my access is being denied? Oh, cool. Activate. Awesome. So it worked for one. So then how much more do I have to do on this one? Do I just have to wait? It looks like I passed everything right here. Summary. I hit that. On green. Consistency. I think it's good. Do I just have to wait for the trades to like log into the system? I'm just waiting on this one. Just resend it. Why? I think I just have to wait, but I'm pretty sure I pass all five and I'll get up there. So that one, oh wait.
Order filled.
That was in a live trade. That's probably why I wasn't going, because I was in a live trade, but that's more than 10 seconds. So I think if I just wait like a minute or two, I should be good over here to pass this final one. So got this to funded, waiting on this one. So that's cool. Obviously on those, I locked in the 2.7. That's going to disappear. So whatever profit you see on the day, I actually made an extra like 13K, an extra 14K, 13.5, because these accounts are going to disappear. But these are all funded, so they're good. These are all funded, so they're good. These are all funded, so they're good. These are already passed, so I have to wait till Monday and like Wednesday of next week. And then these, as soon as I can activate it, we should be good to go. Come on, let me activate it. Nope, still waiting. View details. No. 134.
Order filled.
Okay, I just got in at, so we could get out at like I'm just trying to wait. I'm trying to make sure I'm over 10 seconds, which I believe I am now.
Order filled.
Okay, that was another trade. And I'm trading on the right account, right? So I keep bouncing back and forth between being compliant and not, which it has to do with like I went over my profit target on one day. I went up to like 3,800. So I did a bunch of scalp trades to pay for the commissions. So it would lower my profit. So I didn't break the consistency. But apparently that violated this rule. So that's a bummer. But I'm hoping that I guess we could slap on one more here. I'm just doing like random trades at this point. So I'll go long at
Order
34.
filled.
So as long as we wait till at least 45.
Order submitted.
And we'll put in, I don't know if it has to be a profit target or like, does it have to be making money? Matthews, bookmark, yes. And actually there's a lot of sellers at 9. Wow. 9, we almost hit 900 and I got out at 800. I could have made another 2K
Order
per
filled.
MFF. Okay, so I did another trade there. That was definitely more than 10 seconds. Explain why. You seem kind of stupid. Fuck. So I'm compliant now. I don't understand why it's not. I don't get what to do here to get this one across. Because it says I'm good, but then it's not giving me the opportunity. Compliant, 3 days, consistency, profit target, balance, trailing drawdown. What do I have to do? Do I just give it a second to cook? I don't know. Maybe it just takes a minute or two for these trades to load. Yeah, let's just wait. So dealing with that, dealing with the scammer, and obviously dealing with a shitload of profits, dude. What is this P&L? Just give it a second. Yeah, that feels like it's going to be the move. Okay, folks, remember, today is a Payday Friday. If you haven't already, get involved. It is a free giveaway. You don't have to give me your credit card or coupons or anything like that. All you have to do is like, retweet, and follow. Pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. We're giving away 5 accounts on TPT, 5 accounts on Vanquish. TPT is for futures. Yes, I am trading with them right now. And then I also have Vanquish accounts as well. That's for options. And we're also giving away $150 of cold hard cash. This is how it's going to go. 10 people are selected. 5 of you get TPT. 5 of you get Vanquish. And then the winner of the marbles race is going to be getting $150 of cold hard cash. So just wanted to call that out. TPT, if you choose to get one of these accounts today, basically it's going to be very helpful for the community in the future to give away more accounts if you could use that code Goonie. The company TPT is monitoring it today. They want to see how basically prolific these giveaways are. So if you choose one, and please don't feel the pressure to get one, but if you're going to get one today, it would be greatly appreciated if you could use code Goonie. And guess what? You're going to get 40% off and there's no activation fee. If you use code Goonie on Vanquish, you're going to get 50% off. So we're going to be running that in about 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Am I eligible to win on Twitter if I have no followers? Yep, everyone's eligible. I think you just have to have an account for longer than a month, but you don't have to have any followers. You don't have to have any tweets. I let you guys do it however, whatever. I get that not everyone actively uses Twitter. Did this go through? Yes. Got it. Activate. Choose. Boom. Got all 5. Nice. So we are, if you guys missed it, a week ago, your boy was trading like an asshole. Your boy took some bad hits and just decided that, I don't know, I got tilted. I spiraled. I was revenge trading and I had a bunch of funded accounts and it ended very, very poorly. Obviously, I've been trying to share with you my road to redemption. This is road to redemption number 5 and day 5. And already at day 5, I still have the 5 funded FFNs. I have 5 brand new funded Tradeifys. I have 5 funded Legends. I have 3 funded MFFs, and I've passed 5 on TPT. I just need to wait for more trading days to go through so I can actually trade funded with them. So basically, 5 past evals and then 5, 10, 15, 18 funded accounts. I can't trade on Lucid right now because I am on the cool off period from losing the live accounts. I can't trade on Apex because I'm still waiting the $1 million payout, and I don't even know what other firms to trade on past this. Some of you suggested alpha futures. Can I get a thumbs up, thumbs down on alpha futures? Some of you suggested E8 or Elite 8 or whatever the fuck it's called. Can I get a thumbs up, thumbs down on that? Funded seat. I don't know. I haven't used any of these. I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're bad. I've literally never had an account with any of the ones I just listed. And that's not me saying they're good or bad. They might be good. They might be bad. I'm just saying, like, I'm literally at the point where the only other accounts I could trade today are the MFFs, but I've already made 4.2K. I've already made $12,500 on those, and I could get daily payouts. So, like, why? What's the point? Are you done with Apex? No, I'm just right here. I'll show you. My accounts are just frozen. I'm just waiting for the $1 million payout. But right there, here's all my Apex accounts. I have 20 of them. I have 15 at 50K that I grew to 117. And then I have 5 at 150 that I grew to 154. So these were brand new ones, these 5 150s. But then these other ones were accounts that I had traded for 73 days. So I still have Apex. I just am not trading them. Oh, I guess I could trade the Tradeify, but then why at this level? It's already so incredibly elevated. So we don't need that. That's where I'm at. Blueberry? That's the name of a real one? Blueberry? Is Top Step trash? I think it's trash. I think it's trash. They just, I don't know, were attempting to do some sort of big reveal, and they thought they were doing something real special with their newest accounts, but they added a DLL. They lowered the payouts, and they just made it more difficult. Top Step in the realm of SIM-to-funded trading is still a very large company, but it's very much on a downtrend because the rules are bullshit. The CEO acts like an asshole. The coaches are even worse. That Coach Dakota is the biggest fucking cuck that I've ever seen in the world of, second biggest cuck. The biggest cuck in the world of prop trading is Rocket Scooter. So they're always going at each other for who can be the biggest cuck in this entire space. So the coaches are the worst. The owner behaves like an asshole. The rules are horrible for you as a trader. It's just, I would understand using Top Step if it was a couple of years ago and there wasn't much other opportunity or competition within the space. But now that there's a huge amount of other opportunity, why? Lowering payouts by Top Step was bullshit. They lowered it and added in a DLL. They lowered the payouts, as in how much you could get paid out, and they made it more difficult to pass as a trader, to like perform as a trader. So if you're using Top Step, I mean, I wish you the best of luck, but just so you know, there's much better opportunity. Any one of the ones on the screen right now is better opportunity. FFN, Tradeify, Legends, MFS, Take Profit, Apex, they're all better opportunities. I don't know anything about Alpha. I don't know anything about Funded Seat. I don't know anything about Blueberry, but if I just had to guess, I would guess that it is much better than Top Step. And whatever, if you're on Top Step and you keep blowing out accounts and yet you want to argue with me and be like, but Matt, no, I really like them. I don't know what to tell you. Look at your payout. Oh, Lucid. Yeah, I don't have Lucid right now because I'm the cool, but Lucid's awesome. Lucid's way better. All of these accounts on the screen, plus Apex, plus Lucid, I can guarantee you mathematically are better accounts for you as a trader when compared to Top Step. Why don't you like Scooter? He owes me $100,000. He lost in a trading competition to me in November and he never paid. He's also a lying scumbag. He talks shit on people who trade props, but then yet he promotes props all the time. He's fabricated his trading performance. He's blown out a hedge fund. He's lost his ex-girlfriend's law firm money. He's a scumbag. He's a scumbag liar who talks shit on people who actively use his codes. Imagine if every single day I sat here promoting to you guys to use my affiliate code for these SIMDA-funded firms, but then I called you guys all stupid, dumb motherfuckers who don't know how to trade because you're using SIMDA-funded firms. So he owes me $100,000, and that was all public. If you don't believe me, like, you don't have to take my word for it. Go look. All of the conversation was in October, because go to my Twitter feed in October, look at all my responses, look at all of his responses. You can be the judge of it yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. Go look in October, and then all you have to do, well, he admitted it. I mean, we could sit here. I mean, if you guys want drama today, I could give you drama today. Here's what you need to know. Matt Kohrs videos. Right here. November review. How I made $200,000 day trading. This was the entire month of November. I show my accounts. I show everything. You could see right there. I made $208,000 between November 1st and November 30th. Once again, November 1st to November 30th, I made $208,000. Go to Twitter. Just to show you guys, if you guys want the proof, it's really not that hard to dissect. Let me scroll down. I need to look at one of my last interactions with Patrick Whelan. This one right here. This is from him. This is him admitting November, 13,000. He made 13,000. I made 208,000. Now, I know not everyone in chat here is a mathematician, but I think you should be able to answer this question. Which number is more, 208,000 or 13,000? And once again, these are my numbers with proof from Ninja. This is his own admission. This is from him. This isn't from anyone else. 13,000. Which number is bigger, 208,000 or 13,000? It's out there. Like, you don't have to take my word for it. And then if you want to know the conversation, how would I even find this? I don't want to scroll all the way back to October of me agreeing to it. Like, just go look at the tweets in October. It's in late October. It's not hard to track down. You can look at my Twitter feed. You can look at his Twitter feed, and you're going to find, hey, I'm a better trader than you. Do you agree? I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. But be honest about it. And surprise, surprise, he's not paying. So why do I think he's a scumbag? Well, first of all, he owes me $100,000. I just showed you evidence of it. You don't have to take my word. You could go do your own research. But he owes me $100,000. Number two, he's a lying scumbag. How do I know he's a lying scumbag beyond the $100,000? Well, let me show you here. Replies. Where is it? Right here. Where is it? Dear Matt, you talk all day about how successful you are. You are a businessman. You brag about your trading skills, but you never once talk about the $400,000 you blew out. He blew out a hedge fund and then became a sim trader because he lost his ex-girlfriend's law firm a bunch of money. And then he'll sit here and talk about how he's the biggest in the space.
The next 5 YouTubers put together, right? And yet people still have questions. It's totally fine. I could log in, I can show you guys, do it every day. And there's always 1 or 2 people that just, I would say it's mostly jealousy or something.
He thinks he's bigger than the next 5 YouTubers put together. He thinks he is bigger than the next 5 YouTubers put together. He's a fucking nobody. He is less than the, like, I guess, gum on the bottom of your shoe. So anyway, he thinks he's the biggest YouTuber in the world. He's fucking delusional because he's just buying his viewership. Matt, how do you know he's buying his viewership? Go look at history, look at the rate of the chat in here, look at, like, especially when the market opens and people going back and forth, and then look at his viewership, and then look at the rate of his engagement. Look at the rate of any of this. He's buying his views. He bought his 100K plaque. He's always going up in subscribers, and yet his chat, his viewership is always flatlined. He is buying this engagement. It's not real. Look at it. Allegedly 32,000. He can't get 11 likes. He can 28 likes, 7 likes. There's no engagement. There's no engagement whatsoever. It's all fake. So he's faking his social media. He talks shit on other YouTubers. He owes me $100,000. He got Nutty Bar kicked off of MFF. Nutty Bar, who is one of the most genuine people in this entire space. If you guys don't know him, watch it. He's awesome. He's my favorite ginger in the world. He got Nutty kicked off of My Funded Futures because Nutty called him out for being a lying scumbag. So then what happened was Matt went crying to the CEO of MFF to get him kicked off. I'm trying to think, like, dude, it's a laundry list. The technology he's selling is a scam. He thinks he knows how to do options analysis and flow. It's legitimately a scam, and he's selling it for like $4,000 or $5,000. He got kicked off of Apex because he pissed them off. What's funny is, like, I have conversations with, he got kicked off of Apex, but then a lot of these other prop space or prop CEOs and owners, they don't want to deal with him because he's basically is always acting this way. He's like, listen, I'm the biggest. You need to give me free accounts. You have to give me better commissions. You need to do what I want. And he's a fucking nobody in this space, a literal fucking nobody in this space. But then the real kicker is to you guys, the traders. He'll simultaneously talk shit on everyone using prop firms, but then he'll get on his knees and gargle your balls to use his affiliate code. Does no one else see that that's like deeply problematic? That he will call you the dumbest, worst trader ever to use prop trading, but then he would love for you to use his code. Folks, if you use my code, would I appreciate that? Yes, it directly supports me, the team, the show, my effort. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But what I would really ask of you is to never use his fucking code. I think the prop community should come together. And like I said, I don't care if you use my code. Of course, I would appreciate it if you do. But I would love if, as an entire community, everyone came together and decided to never use his code again. Go use Nutty Bars. Go use Pat's. Go use mine. Go use Ike's. Go use Jay's. Go use anyone else's whatsoever. And also, I think everyone should be calling him out for fabricating his social media numbers. This is what this scumbag does: is he engages in rage bait, gets caught in basically he tried to bluff me in a trading competition. I agreed to it. I beat him. He won't pay up. I probably should sue him. He fabricates his social media numbers, goes to these firms and says, look how good my numbers are. Once again, they're fabricated. Acts like an asshole. That's why he's getting kicked off of these firms, and then talks about how great he is at trading when really he's just trying to do what I already did. But he just keeps reloading his account. That's his big thing right now is, I'm doing $1 million account. Every time it goes down, he's just putting more money into it. So he's fabricating that entire thing. My issue here, the TLDR, and I know I've been ranting for a while now, is that it's a complete farce. It's a social media farce, a complete, like, it's a facsimile of a real trader. He's a scumbag liar who's not trading at all. You shouldn't trust him. It's all fake. He is a piece of shit human being, and I wish him nothing but the worst. Matt, why are you getting so fired up about this? I'm getting fired up about it because I'm putting in this work. I'm putting in actual effort to teach you guys about the market day in and day out. I'm trading my accounts. I'm not getting these accounts for free. I pay for them. When I make money, that's real money. When I lose money, it's real money. It's offensive to me and the amount of effort I put in to bring the community to the level that it's at. It's offensive to me and the effort I put in to bring the community to the next level when someone is coming in and scamming the system. Why do I get so fired up about it? Because when there's scumbag liars like that, and eventually he's going to get caught, he's already been caught, it's going to tarnish the name of all the people such as Nutty, such as Jay, such as myself, that are trying to actually do this in an honest and earnest manner. Because as soon as you hear about a scumbag liar in the world of prop, well, that gives you a bad a taste in your mouth for the entire world of prop trading, live streaming, all of it. So why am I doing it? It's to really protect the entire community and the entire space. But what you need to know, as I've showed you the evidence of today, is that, dude, I could go on and on. There's so many videos proving that he's a lying scumbag. Like, literally, we could sit here for hours. We could literally sit here for hours and show all the times that he lied and scammed and deceived. It's truly endless. There are hours and hours of things that we could point out, but I don't want to waste your time with it. If you're interested in it, do your own research. It's out there. You don't have to take my word for it. But what you need to know is that he's a lying fucking scumbag. I would love for you to use my code, but if you don't want to, at least don't use his. I beg of you. I think, like I said, I wish him nothing but the fucking worst. Nothing but the worst. Oh, why is Dakota number 2? Because he's always just shilling for Top Step. When Top Step does things that are bad against the traders on Top Step, the first thing he does is get on his knees and spread them for Top Step and Michael Patek as a company. And he's like, oh, I'm the best trader ever. Once again, he's a net losing trader, but he's yet a coach trying to teach people how to trade, and yet he's not net profitable. And because he's like cosplayed as a boxer twice at a YMCA, he like just wants to fight everyone. And that's actually what Patrick was talking about this morning. He's like, yeah, I'll box him. And guess what? Crickets from him. So he's just a cuck. They're both gigantic fucking pussies, and they're both lying about how good at trading they are. But Coach Dakota, or whatever the fuck his name is, he'll just never tell you the truth because he's employed by Top Step. He'll never give you the truth about Top Step because he literally has to gargle their balls. So like, he's just a liar. He's not as offensive, at least in my opinion. They're both horrible traders, but in terms of a human, he's less offensive than Rocket Dildo over there, but whatever. I will definitely look more into this. Like I said, don't take my word for it. Go find the evidence. I'll give you the evidence, and you could come up. But like I said, just for the 100K thing alone, he owes me money. Just that alone is an issue, and I probably should sue him. Maybe I will. Actually, hey, if there's any lawyers in the audience who wants to, fuck it, I'll even give you the money. I just want him to not have the money. Do you know Clay Trade? Nope, never heard of it. Matt, what's your total on the day? Well, I did it live in front of all of you. The only other thing is you have to add another 13K in, another 13.5K, because I did make 2.7 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra accounts. So whatever the total is on the screen, then you add another 13.5, and that's how much money I've made today. So let's just do that really quick, and then let's do a Payday Friday. Let's do a Payday Friday. Oh, I forgot the scammer, the crypto scammer. You seem stupid. I'm just so sick and tired of all the fucking scumbag scammers in this space. You have Rocket Scooter, you have Tory Trades, you have these fucking 18-year-olds who have never even gotten a payout, and they're selling like, there are a lot of scumbag scammers in this space, and it's beyond infuriating. I mean, the amount of total effort I put into this show, trading, research, the Discord, and then you just have people who they have no morals. They literally just lie. They're like, okay, just they straight up fucking lie. And then, okay, so 53,000 is how much I've made today. So I made right here, I just threw in that picture. What's the total P&L? 39,087, and then another 13.5. So I made 53K, a little bit over 53K. So, and once again, the 13 is because I already upgraded those accounts, and I did that live in front of all of you. So, and then for those, in terms of what was made on funded accounts, you would literally just subtract $200. So I made about, what, $38,700 on actual funded accounts, if you guys want the difference between eval and funded. So just wanted to share that with all of y'all. Also, well, hey, we're going to do the Payday Friday. Market's looking really, really good. We hit a new all-time high on SPY. We hit a new all-time high on Qs. Apple, great with earnings. Remember, the AI trade is alive and well. Ooh, Tesla's going. Nvidia hit an all-time high. It's slightly down today. AMD hit an all-time high. Google all-time high. Microsoft, I would love for that to pick up. Google's still going. But there's one that I want to chit chat about. How is Rumble doing today? We've been talking about this more and more. It's doing well. As you could see, I have an alert. You know what? Let's have a breakdown alert. Not that I think that that's likely. Rumble is not only a short squeeze candidate, and I want to be clear here. Like, I know when you talk about short squeezes, a lot of people get like very, very excited because it's a good trade. I don't think of Rumble as an active trade. In my mind, this is a legit high quality investment. So I know a lot of you guys want to know about it as a short squeeze. So hang on one second. Let me just log in. I'm going to give you the short numbers, but I just want to make it like really, really clear that I like this as a legit investment. Okay. Let me get up Rumble stock, Rumble. Shorts. Okay, so Rumble, is it a legit short squeeze play? Yes. The utilization is maxed out 100%. Short score is the highest it's ever been, 93. Cost to borrow is high, 25% as of market close yesterday. Today, the average cost to borrow is 68%. As of market open, the short interest was 25.6%. That is a lot. Shares on loan, 45 million. Days to cover sky high at 12. The people, obviously, just from the chart, they are trapped. Ever since this recent low, the stock is up 60%. So regardless of where they got in, obviously it's trending against them. So this $212 million that is bet against the company, it's not looking good. It is not looking good at all. So is this a legit short squeeze play? Yes. Why am I being weird about it? Why am I like kind of being hesitant? Because even though it could skyrocket, I don't want it to do the common short squeeze thing of pump and then come back down to reality. What I want it to do is similar to Tesla a couple years ago, where, let me go to the weekly, it just kept grinding. It went from 25 all the way up to 300, pulled back about 1/3. It went from 183 all the way up to 413. I don't want a short-lived pump and then return to reality, the sell-off from all the active traders. I want the fundamental improvement where we can get that sustained grind higher and higher and higher. So what I'm looking for is Rumble. I don't want it to be a bird situation where people are like, oh my God, it's an AI play, and it pops and then just comes back. I don't want it to look like this. I want it to more so look like Tesla. I don't want it to be a pump and dump short squeeze play. I want it to be that slow fundamental grind higher and higher and higher. Why is this happening now? Well, first of all, the shorts are underwater. They are betting against it because they are thinking of it as a video platform exclusively. Right here, if you guys don't know, not only am I streaming to YouTube, I'm streaming on Rumble. The shorts are seemingly exclusive. Like, this is us. We're live right now streaming to 5,700 people. Shout out to everyone on Rumble. So they're thinking of it exclusively as a video platform, which roughly has a quarterly revenue of about $20 million. What they're missing is the fact that the video platform, though important, is going to pale in comparison to what it's doing in the world of AI. They don't realize that this is a vastly undervalued AI play, blah, 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 scroll. How much do I tweet? Jesus, give it a break, Matt. Right here. They don't realize, so yes, is the video platform important? Yes, it helps with marketing. It gets its name out there. That's important. But what I'm focusing on is the right side of the screen, the 22,000 GPUs in 9 data centers that are already running at 85% capacity. They bought this company, Northern Data. Northern Data is a data center play, blah, blah, blah. Where is it? Right here. Right here. Northern Data. It's a company in Europe that obviously has 22,000 GPUs. And once again, they're already running at 85% capacity. So for me, Rumble, in my opinion, is fundamentally, well, especially down here, was fundamentally being valued as a video platform in competition with YouTube. That is true, but it's just one pillar of the business that is Rumble. And if you ask me, from a fundamental analysis, what is a more valuable pillar? Right here, this Northern Data play, it's an AI infra play. And if you were wondering about where's the tweet? Where's the tweet? Okay, I don't have it. Northern Data, 50 million. Northern Data quarterly revenue. 85% and then annual revenue of 200 million. So it makes about 33 million per quarter. So literally out of the gate, like this is at minimum, just like the pure numbers at minimum are going to be like literally doubling Rumble's revenue. So it's going to be another 200 million, and that's if nothing changes. That's another 200 million in revenue on the books, folks. That's a lot of money. So not this quarter, but next quarter, these numbers are going to start to get reflected in Rumble's earnings call. They do have an earnings coming up soon, just to set reasonable expectations. Those numbers are not going to be reflected just because of the way quarterly reporting works. But like I said, I like Rumble for this concept of like a free speech video platform. For those of you who don't know about my past, I was multiple times, 3 to 4 times, wrongfully terminated from YouTube. Rumble became my home because they don't just randomly terminate people from either a political issue or a random bug issue, things like that. But what's more exciting in that, so obviously I'm going to have loyalty to them because they helped me in a tough time. But in terms of an investment, in terms of those shorts being screwed, they have 22,000 GPUs operating at 85% capacity. It's an undervalued AI infrastructure play. And right now, if you ask me, the AI trade is alive and well. I like it. I'm happy to be involved in it. And in terms of just the multiples that this is going to do to the revenue, Rumble's looking really good. And I think the market's finally catching on, which is exactly why the stock is up 61% in the last month. Exactly why. Market's starting to dive. Remember, the SPY still has a downside gap fill. The Q's already filled its downside gap fill in the first minute. Just very quickly to circle back to all my intraday traders. If you are long and praying that this is going to hold, could it hold? Yes, but you need to be mindful that there's still a downside gap fill. SPY 71979, SPX 7219. The market could still be very bullish and yet be going for this. Matt, if you have 150K, how much buffer you put on the 150K account buffer? Can you explain how the trade, the buffer is 4.5K until you grow it past that. You start with 4.5K buffer. You don't get to add more. The only way you add more is if you trade well. So for example, on these legends, I now have 17K of buffer. On these FFNs, I have $34,000 of buffer. On these MFFs, I have 11,000 of buffer. On these take profits, I have 9K of buffer. But you start with 4.5, and then you don't get more of that until you trade better than 4.5K in profit. You don't get to somehow increase your initial buffer just because you want to increase it. I don't really get the question. I also don't know why you're doing it in all caps. When is the TPT giveaway? Let's do it now. That's a good question. So first of all, if you're going to be buying a TPT account today, please use code Goonie. That's how we're going to get more accounts to give away in the future. Same with Vanquish. Use code Goonie. Obviously, we are going to be rocking with this giveaway now. I'm going to give you like 30 more seconds. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, retweet, and follow. We're going to be doing the giveaway. We're going to be doing it simultaneously on Twitter and also in the Goonie Trading Discord. If you want to trade with me, mentor with me, hang out with me, learn from me, this is the place to do it, GoonieTrading.com. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, come to the contact page and that will come directly to me. But all the information is on the website. All right, if you are in the Discord, we're going to start the giveaway process like soon. Right. You can see the high quality stuff going on in here. Your wife, your boss, Fishhead. So like I said, super, super high quality stuff. Giveaway, create, duration 3 minutes, winners 7, prize racer. Okay, if you are in the Discord, it is there. It is there. It is there. It is there. All you have to do is hit enter giveaway. If you are on the Discord, that is running and it's going to take 3 minutes. And in the meantime, let me get the Twitter one going. Twitter picker. We found out that the second one is better. Let me copy this tweet. We don't need that. All right. 3 at Matt_Kohrs. And you guys asked that if you don't have an active account, so you don't need a profile picture, you don't need a banner, you don't need a location, you don't need a description, you haven't had to tweet, Any older than 1 month is the least, and then no followers. So I'm making it the most minimum possible for you guys to be able to be involved in this one. All you have to do is have an account longer than a month, and that's literally just the minimal option. Other than that, I turned everything off. And with that, can I get a drum roll, please? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. These are our first 3 competitors. Our first three for 10 of the prop accounts, 5 TPT. Congratulations to Bunker. Did I type in 4? Congratulations. Did I type in 4? Okay, I guess we're going to be doing 11 people today. So we're going to have to do 11 prop accounts. I hope I have an extra prop account because that seems like it's a mess up for me. So 4, okay. Congratulations to Maverick, just getting in on a true fat finger mistake. But hey, I got to honor it. If you did it, you got to honor it. It's just the rules of the game. So instead of congratulations to you guys, instead of giving away 10, we're giving away 11. You know, we're just going to be giving away 11. So there we go. Shout out to Bunker. Shout out to Andres. Shout out to Jerry. I like that name. And shout out to Maverick. I like your dog. That's pretty sick. These don't feel like real people. What is a real person, you know? Didn't you hear my government bee drone situation this morning? Okay, where are we at? How much time do we have left? 32 seconds. Okay, so I need to get marbles up and going. I guess we're going to be doing 11 competitors today. So I'm very much going to need to give another prop account. Dude, if Maverick ends up winning this, the guy who got in because of my fat finger mistake, that's going to be impressive. That was the market gods interfering for sure. That was the market gods interfering for sure. No, I don't want that. We don't need this. All right, continue, race, random. We're racing on robotic highway. Bots, 11. And then let's get all the names, add names, clear, 10, 11. Okay, so how did it go? Who were the people? The people were Bunker, Sanchez, Jerry, and Maverick. Bunker, Sanchez, Jerry, and Maverick. All right, so those are our first ones. And then in terms of an additional 7 here from Discord, once again, if you want to trade with me, GoonieTrading.com. A little bit of mentorship action going on. All right, here's our grouping from YouTube. We have J Sim. We have Crazy with a K. That's how you know he's actually nuts to spell crazy improperly. We have Harry from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Red Title. We have Waffle Sniper. That's an interesting thing to snipe, but okay. If you want to do it, you want to do it. We have Muskywood. Musky. And then last but not least, Binford. Okay, finish. Great. We have our 11. Let's get this map going. We need some tunes, obviously. We need some tunes. Attendees and tunes. Market is having a nice bounce. Just be careful about that downside gap fill. Videos. Vicky Volatility, Daddy Pal. I kind of want to listen to the Daddy Pal. All right, folks. I know a lot of the times people in this world say, I'm not a gambling person, but if I were, in reality, if you're here, it does mean you're a gambling person, which means you got to put your money where your mouth is. If you were to bet your life savings on one of these racers, who would it be? Now, as you're about to decide that, remember, it's winner takes all. It's prison rules. All that matters in this race on robotic roadway is winning. That's all that matters. And on top of it, it was a little bit of a switch up today. Generally, each racer has 9 competitors. Today, each racer has 10 competitors for a total of 11 racers. So the odds of winning went from 10% down to 9%. And I swear, if Maverick wins, Maverick is the guy who got in luckily because of my fat finger mistake. If Mav ends up winning this, I mean, I think that's just divine intervention. I really do. I think it's divine intervention if Mav ends up winning this. But on this particular note, let's get rocking in 3. Hang on a second. Hang on one quick second. Let's get rocking in 3, 2, 1. And we are off on Robotic Roadway with a little of tendies and tunes. Binford getting the first drop, followed by Waffle Sniper and Red Title. All right, Binford taking the right path, Waffle Sniper left, Red Title right, Mav right, Jerry left. Who's going to win? Right now, Bin is on the right side, Waffle Sniper's on the left side, picking different paths in life. Waffle Sniper going for the elevator, while you have Binford going for the cannon. Binford about to pop off, as we have Waffle Sniper. Binford getting the first move into the gigantic tunnel. Waffle Sniper taking forever to get off this, but might be closer to the drop zone. Binford with the first official drop. Let's take a driver view. Binford is in first. He's going through the swirly twirly, but watch out for these hammers. They are moving. They are moving today. Binford. Oh, he survives. Obviously running into a pretty colorful obstacle, but whoa, Crazy. How'd you get over there? All right, someone might need to test Crazy for we're going off. Maverick died. Ooh, that's a bummer. Maverick J-Sim died. We have 2 deaths. Crazy is actually going crazy mode. Bunker died. Crazy, I don't know what you're doing, but you're somehow just coming out of nowhere. We will be testing you for steroids after this, just to know, but they are legal. Crazy coming out of nowhere. I mean, all Crazy has to do is like get through this little obstacle. We might have to watch a replay on how Crazy, speed it up. What are you doing, brother? Just get the drop. Crazy winner. Sanchez just died out of nowhere. Waffle Sniper and Jerry going for that silver medal. Jerry probably going to get second. Muskie. Jerry, you're just stuck. Poor Jerry. Muskie stuck. Waffle Sniper getting through. Muskie getting through. Crazy. Went crazy loco on the map and somehow got in front of Binford, who ended up dying anyway. Mav was the first one to die, which maybe that's the market gods telling us something. But obviously, a congratulations to all racers, all competitors, but a specialty gold medal congratulations to Crazy for not only winning, but getting that $150 of cold hard cash. Folks, if you were in the race, be on a lookout for a DM from me today. I'll be reaching out to all of you to for Crazy, you're getting your cash and your prop account, while everyone else, you are still getting a prop account. So whether you're on Twitter or Discord, wherever you want, be on a lookout for a DM from me today so I can give you your winnings, or at least confirm that you are you and we could get that process started. But obviously, a round of applause for all competitors. A nice race. I love Payday Fridays. It's so fun. A nice Payday Friday. You know, not only are we crushing it, making $54,000 trading, $53,000 trading, but also just giving it back, talking a little bit of drama, talking a little bit about the market. Today really had everything you needed. It had everything that an entire good stream has. Like I said, I will be reaching out to all of you. We even talked about Rumble. Rumble's looking good. What a day. What a freaking day. A beautiful Friday, a great conclusion to the week, to the month, and a great start to the brand new month. I guess April showers bring May's flowers, you know? Apple's looking good. Tesla's pumping. I'm in a Tesla play. Is that green yet? I'm in Tesla Leaps. And I am in the green. I like that. I'm actually even getting out of the hole on my Microsoft Leap as well. Getting out of the hole there. I am down quite a bit on Meta. Not the biggest fan of that. And I'm also ripping a leap on Bitcoin, which hopefully over the weekend that kind of improves. Oh, if you're in the Discord, the Claude bot number 20 did lock in. So I was able to do that. If you are listening, oh wait, the scammer got back to me. You seem stupid. Don't you send the money? You don't want me to send the money? I'm confused. I already sent the money, Mr. Fishhead. How many times do you think I could call him Fishhead until he realizes that we're just like fucking with him? You know? Here's a quick look at flow. IWM still getting, it had a nice pop. There was a flow alert, a pop, kind of giving a little bit of it back now. Mag 7 is ripping. NASDAQ did rip, giving some back. And then the S&P 500 actually ripped, got dumped on, and trying to recover as we speak. So kind of middle of the road. Momentum itself is kind of in the middle now. It's bullish, but it's pulling back. So everything's bullish, but currently seeing a pullback. So really, I think the obvious play is a breakout of this 1040 high. Other than that, you still have to be mindful of the 50 EMAs, and you should be mindful of the downside gap fill on the S&P 500. Same thing on the NASDAQ. Very bullish, but pulling back. Same thing, 10-minute, 30-minute. It's all super bullish with momentum, except for the shortest time frame. Right here, I could prove it to you. 1 minute, super bearish. 5-minute, 10-minute, 30-minute, it's all super bullish. So the play I like is buying the dip. How much do I like it is the question. How much do I like it is the... I'm saying that I like it, but do I like it enough to trade it? Do I like it enough to trade it? Oh, what's the setup on the day? So we have a huge spike. We pull back, higher low, maybe taking out that high.
Order filled.
All right. Fuck. Hang on. Something's... Oh, it's because my trade copier is on the wrong one.
Order filled.
Okay, I think I fixed my trade copier now. Okay, good shape.
Order submitted.
A little bit more risk than I want to take on my very first trade, but also things are calming down, so I should be able to manage it a little bit better. But basically, here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a giant pump, a pullback that is equal lows, another pump with a higher low. So we went higher highs, higher lows, a pullback, equal lows, and then another higher low that I'm basically playing off of. So I like this trade, and obviously it's invalidated if we sweep this low. Pretty simple. Pretty freaking simple. I just need, like I said, I need this breakout of the 1040 high. That's kind of what I'm looking for. If I want, I guess I could risk. Do I want to risk that though? Not really. I kind of want to risk this because if it comes all the way back down to 50, I could probably get a fill at VWAP at 34. So I should... How much do I want to risk on this one? 93 is a little far. Do I want to move it up to 817? Play it really tight? Because if it breaks down, there's a chance I could get a fill at 800. There's also a chance that I could get a fill. I feel if it breaks 817, that's a small loss. But the chance of, and it, right here, IB bounce, overshoots VWAP, bounces, touches VWAP again. What is this low? 93. I guess what I'm thinking about right here is, do I want to cut it right here at 816 or do I want to leave it? It might double bottom here, but what if it overshoots and barely knocks me out? I'm a little torn. I could use that low. It's a double bottom. That's not bad. That's 17 points of risk. That's completely acceptable on a day like today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9th time we are testing this 835 breakout. That is a lot of tests here. A lot of tests. Does anyone know off the top of their head, is this unrealized drawdown on Tradeify when you first get funded? Because that's what messed me up when I first got funded on MFS. Then I had a small spiral out when I was trying to pass more evals. I didn't realize, similar to TPT, that when you first get funded, it is a, let me just check. I want to know, because it does change the strategy that I use. Nope, it's end of day. Okay, so it's cool. I could do my break-even tactic. It's end of day. So TPT and MFF, they allow daily payouts, so it's intraday drawdown. On Tradeify, you have to trade for 5 days to get a payout with the blue flex, which is my favorite. So the trade-off there is, even though you can't get daily payouts, it's end of day drawdown. So like I said, in this game, it's obviously a give and take. It's very clearly a give and take of various things. Maybe I use this trend line as my risk. Maybe instead of leaving it at 93, I could just trail it up with this trend line. Been here for a few days. My wife might already divorce me soon. Jesus. Well, everything in the Discord is going well. It apparently we're already causing discord, so what the fuck? Splitwise, TPT, Tradeify live referral order. I appreciate that, but where's these TPT signups? Challenge passed, profit target hit, my electricity bill is ready, vote for Rumble on their earnings, Spock Gamma, OpenAI. All right, that's kind of it, folks. We have a couple minutes left, so I want to turn these couple minutes over to you guys for any questions, comments, or concerns. Do you have any questions or input on TPT? What about Tradeify? What about the Payday Friday giveaway? The state of my accounts? What about the Discord? Like I said, I want to turn over these final few minutes to you guys for just kind of like a little quick mini AMA type of a situation. Anything on your mind before we wrap up the week and the month of April and get rocking in May? Anything on your mind? The trading Discord, questions there, trading on prop trading, trading on options, questions about the drama going on the industry. What are your thoughts on Open? Open's a pump and dump scam being led by Eric Jackson, I believe is his name. It's a pump and dump. There's the pump. Here's the dump. It's going to get worse. Horrible company. If you think this is a fundamentally sound company, I have a bridge to sell you. It takes honestly 2 minutes of research to realize that it's a scam. It's just an orchestrated pump and dump. Orchestrated pump and dump. Do trades have commissions during the test period? Yes, and the reasoning why is they're doing their best to simulate real trading. Tesla's taking off. Do you have any videos about your strategy? Yeah, I have tons. And then there's even better videos in the Discord. So there's a lot of free videos out there. If you just go to the Matt Kohrs channel, I explain a lot of it. And then there's even more in-depth videos within the Discord. How many candles do you look at before deciding there's a trend change? That's not, I don't look at X amount of candles for trend. That's not how I consider it. If we're getting higher highs and higher lows, and then we break a recent low on a candle. That could be a trend change. And then other times it could be more if you're consolidating. So it's not like a set number of candles. Thoughts on the SPY today? Thank you. My thoughts are hitting an all-time high, so it's a really tough thing to fade. Today's a little bit unique because there is a downside gap fill that you should be aware of. There is a downside gap fill. Matt, 5 years ago was one of the top 5 reasons my ex cheated on me and left. That's exciting. That's pretty cool. Congrats, man. Really, really stoked to know that you were able to have a girlfriend, even if it was 5 years ago. How much downside risk is the account do you like per mini contract? My risk is dynamic. I don't believe in this concept of you should always have the same profit target and the same risk. I think if it's a stagnant measure, you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. It doesn't, mathematically, that does not make sense. The market is dynamic. Volatility expands and contracts. As it expands and contracts, your profit targets and your risk should also expand and contract. I know that there's a lot of brain dead half-wits out there who are trying to tell you, no, like I risk 10 points and I go for 10 points, and it's always super, super stagnant. And yeah, maybe it could work. I'm not going to sit here and say it definitively can't work. But what I can tell you is the chance of your risk and your reward being appropriate for the current state of volatility is slim to fucking none. I'm about to get stopped out on this breakdown. Do I just want to take it a little? Nah, I'll just leave the risk in there. The risk is the risk. But what the fuck? Why did it only cut? Did I fuck up my copier again somehow? Something is wrong. Hang on. I'm seeing if I could get out of these at roughly the same value, just so they're not that far away from each other in a market positions, flatten everything. Why is my trade copier not working? 981 NQ. Interesting. Where's VWAP?
Order filled. Order submitted.
Coming back to that question of like, what's my risk, what's my reward, depends on the market, depends on volatility. Volatility is higher at market open, and volatility and ranges are higher at market close. Why would you have the same risk and reward, the set ones as you would at market open of like, let's say hypothetically 10 points as you would later if you're looking at something such as like midday? Like, it doesn't make sense. Sorry, I was referring to position size, and same thing. It depends. I'll size up if my point risk is very minimal, because why not? At that point, if I'm willing to take X amount of point risk and it's really, really close, let's say the risk is only 5 points. Yeah, I could size up to like 4 or 5 of them, because if I'm wrong, it's still only a 20, 25 point hit. Now, if the risk is really far away, let's say it's 50 points away, well, maybe I'll skip it or only do one contract. Once again, it should be dynamic. I don't understand where it ever got into the world of the trading zeitgeist that you have to be so like specifically rigid all the time. Like it should be dynamic with the market. The market is a dynamic mechanism. Why would your trading not be similar? What's the downside gap fill? It's the high on the S&P 500 from yesterday. And that's kind of like, I was giving this a shot here as I explained. Okay, I saw the higher high, I saw the higher low. We started to go up. I risked it. It broke the low. I got out, and now I'm playing it to a key level because I have a sneaky suspicion that a lot of people are playing it for VWAP. VWAP is currently, I actually see a lot of people at 51, oddly enough. VWAP is 40, so I'm trying to lock in one of these at 41. I'm trading it a bit, to be fair here, I'm trading it a bit more aggressively than I should. for midday. I'm not the biggest fan of trading midday, but also to give myself a little bit of a leash here. I'm not risking that much, and also it's not really midday quite yet. It's 11, so we're still have time. Did your strategy explain on Discord? Because I am there and I don't find it. Oh, there's many strategies and a lot of videos in there. If you just joined the Discord, there's no way you already watched all the videos and the breakdowns. I don't know what to tell you. There's many strategies. There's many pieces of information. Like, what are you talking? It's not like I trade a strategy. I have an entire slew of strategies that per day I get in there. We break them down. We chit chat about it. I'm always open to like answering whatever questions like might be on your mind, might not be on your mind. And then potentially more important than that is there's a lot of pre-filmed videos or lectures from the past that explain the general thought process and lectures. But I don't know, like what I do on stream here, if you're looking for something that this is the strategy I'm using, you're not going to find it because I'm trading multiple strategies. Like, it's not like I come in and day out and I'm doing the exact same thing over and over. Sometimes you have clear follow through momentum. Other times you have choppy momentum. Sometimes you have gaps. Other times you don't have gaps. The day of the week changes the odds. Monday versus Tuesday versus Wednesday versus Thursday versus Friday. Sometimes you have FOMC. Sometimes you have earnings. All of those things have to be taken into account. And depending on the setup, there's going to be better options at that moment in time than other times. Like even my trades today, the 3 trades I took today are all backed by different pieces of strategy. They're not the same system. I feel you trade really good midday. Oh, no, the opposite's true. I trade horrible midday. Oh, no. I trade very, very shitty midday. Whatever, like 12 to 1, 11:30 to 1:30. I trade horribly. Matt, what are your settings for VWAP? My full session VWAP is 2770 and yours is 30 points lower. I guess I don't know what to tell you. The only setting in VWAP is the time that you start computing it. That's the only difference. I have 2 on the screen. One starts at 6 p.m. One starts at 9:30 a.m. That's it. There's literally, when you were talking about the indicator VWAP, volume weighted average price, the only difference is the time at which you start computing it. Maybe you started computing it inaccurately, but the only difference is time. Did you start it at the beginning of the regular trading session, at the daily session, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly? That's the only difference. I say that because you tend to make back big losses midday. That's statistically not true. I wish it was true. I wish what you were saying is accurate, but just to be fair on this, it's not.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Why is the volume so low? Well, fuck. That was stupid. But no, I don't know where you're getting that from. Like I said, I wish it were true. It is unfortunately not true. Looks like it's head and shoulders. Not that it matters though. It depends on the time frame. Like you could see a head and shoulders on the 100 tick, but it doesn't mean it's there on the 30-minute. Trading momentum and trading patterns are specific to the time frame that you are looking at. Just because you see momentum or a trading pattern on one specific time frame does not mean it exists in the other time frames. For example, even with momentum, right now, the 1 minute is super bearish, but then yet the 30-minute is super bullish. So right there, that gives you an insight that momentum and trend is very specific to the time frame you are looking at. The same could also be true with options flow, and the same can also be true with your technical analysis. So people look at things such as head and shoulders, and then they are generically applying it across the board, and it might not be appropriate. A trend in the 1 minute is a lot weaker than the trend in the 30-minute, which is a lot weaker than the trend in the daily. Technical setups, you could have a crazy strong bull flag on the daily, but you could still have an intraday session that sells off because you had some sort of bear flag. Oh, sorry. I'll move myself over here. Someone said you couldn't see that. And I want to be clear that none of them are necessarily better or worse. It's more of which one is appropriate. Oh, fuck. Do I need to move this up to 42? That's a little bit more risk than I want to be taking on today. I sized up a little aggressively because when I saw, I got a little too, what happened in this trade, once again, speaking of trade strategies, I saw this VWAP breakdown and I thought, we normally see this in the morning session, but right here, not only did I get knocked out, I chased it because in the morning session, a lot of the times you see us ping-ponging between these two VWAPs, and I figured, oh, this is easy. I can play the breakdown of RTH VWAP, which is 803, and I can get a free 60 points playing it to this next VWAP. I thought this would actually go really quickly because it was also basically this other low. So for me, this was a no-brainer. 800 down to 740, one VWAP to the next VWAP, which not only have we kind of discussed some of the statistical likelihood of that being a thing, ping-ponging between the two VWAPs, but even anecdotally, I feel like I'm showing that to you 2 out of every 3 trading days in here where I'm lamenting at one point or another, oh, we're just ping-ponging from one VWAP to the next VWAP. So because I saw that happening, and maybe it had something to do with that fact that I already had a loss on it. And maybe it's also because this is just day one and I wanted to try to like trade them out of the gate aggressively to grow that buffer. You look really smart if it plays out, and you look really, really stupid if it doesn't. And right now, this one is kind of looking like it's not. But I thought, oh, wow, we broke VWAP. We put in a higher low. That low broke. I deeply believed that this was going to be like, I thought this first trade here was actually never going to get tested, and I thought we were just coming right to this VWAP. I'm actually surprised that this is showing the strength that it is. And who knows, that could be that midday chop. But circling back to that previous comment of I trade well midday, I don't trade well midday. My systems, relative to trading at the start of the day, my systems midday greatly underperform what happens at the start of the day. So please do not make that mistake thinking that I am somehow better at trading midday than I am in the morning. It's just not true. I wish it were true. I very much wish it were true. Do I need to cut this? Fuck. Talk about putting a little bit of a damper on a good day. I need this to get like rejected here, or I gotta bail. Where's the 100 tick? I'm trying to give it one quick second right here, but I think I just need a bail. I think my trade thesis, which once again, I'm giving you the trade thesis, rejection at this VWAP, vomit to the next VWAP. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. Why are these VWAPs not showing up on this chart? Copy, paste, copy, paste. Yeah, I really thought this was going to get rejected. And it was at 800. Like it puked through it, smacked. I just thought this right here, speaking of technical setups, I thought this little, I guess, what is it? A bull or a bear channel was going to break down in my favor, and it just never did. Even here, this one swept. We took out that low. There was 2 distinct times where I was like, oh, dude, this, in my mind, circling back to right here, a rejection at VWAP that is 800, and we're sweeping that low. I loved it. That's a great setup. It really, really is. I just didn't go that way. Just didn't break that way. And also knowing that there's a downside like VWAP too. Is this going to get smacked anywhere? This is just grinding me to bits right now. Obviously, we have this breakout high. This would be legitimately bullish at 44.75. I would need a large stroke of luck. It needs to take out 813 and get back below it. But if buyers step in at RTH VWAP, your boy's cooked. Your boy's cooked.
Order canceled. Order submitted.
Oh, wait. I want to buy those. I'm trying to buy.
Order filled.
What the fuck did I just do that I think I just got those cooked? I think I did the wrong orders. I know I did the wrong orders. I mean, you saw me trying to get the fuck out. I was trying to mark it out. And then, of course, it happens at the worst point. Wow, that was a really, really fucking retarded thing to do on my part. Like, exceptionally stupid. A better way to play it was these were realistic shots. I actually don't mind those. I should have bailed right here at 807. That the proper risk to be just like self-critical here to try to teach of like what to do was, even though the odds of this breakdown leading to this VWAP are high, obviously just because they're high, that doesn't mean that it's a guarantee. So on a fresh high, so really right here, this was kind of a fake out breakdown. We took that low, but it pumped up. Maybe you get rejected, maybe you get rejected. But on the third one right here, this was the clear point to get out. At 11.11, taking out that high on higher lows. Not only should I have gotten out, but you could have actually also gone long, and you could have gone long at 808, either risking 788, risking 779, or the most risks would have been 768 and then played it into this. That like objectively would have been the way to play it. Like I said, as I'm like kind of explaining it to you, was I was refusing that I was quote unquote wrong. And once again, that's what's always going to hurt you. I was like, nope, I know that this is with high odds. We're going to vomit to this. But just because it's with high odds, that's not a guarantee. And that's what's always going to trip you up in the world of trading. Why did I do it with these accounts? It was day one. It's not like I've been like babying them. I tend to trade more conservatively and better when I already have some buffer. My way to do it is basically on evals, and when I first have funded accounts, is to aggressively trade them out of the gate to get that buffer so I can actually employ my real system. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. So it was stupid for me to size it the way I did, but what was really dumb was the sizing and also not getting out right here. This was the cut point. I like to teach you guys, I very much should have been out here at 808. And then honestly, even if you took that long, that was actually probably a way to play it. So obviously I don't know what I did with that orders. That was like a bit strange on my part, or it was, I don't know what the fuck happened there. But even regardless of the weird order stuff, like tactically, I played it wrong. Like tactically, this was the point to get out, because right here, now all the momentum is breaking back. So I don't know. I was getting a little bit too excited of playing it down to VWAP, and then my goal was to get out at VWAP and play it long there. But it just didn't. It just didn't do what it needed to do. So obviously that was a stupid trade. And the fair argument is, Matt, why did you just play just with one contract? Play it the way you played it this morning, because that sizing works better for you. And to that statement, you are 100% right. That is the way to do it. But it's one of those things where sometimes you just don't do what you're supposed to do. And now we're actually getting probably a legitimate breakout. All right. Well, I'm going to go fuck off with evals then. Folks, if you want to sign up for accounts, TPT, use that code Goonie. Today's a very important day. The company will be monitoring it. The more people using code Goonie, the more giveaways we're going to get. That's for futures. Same thing is true with Vanquish. Code Goonie, 50% off on Vanquish, 40% off on TPT. Overall, solid week. We're on our road to redemption. I'm stoked about it. I'm trying to think of anything else. Code Goonie. Oh, if you want to trade with me, GoonieTrading.com. And then, I don't know. Anything else, just reach out to me. The contact page is on GoonieTrading.com, or you can just DM me if you have whatever, Instagram or Twitter, if you have any questions or something like that. Other than that, I do appreciate all the good vibes. Thank you. I hope you guys crushed it today. I hope you guys annihilated today. I hope you guys have a phenomenal weekend. We'll be posting some content over the weekend, and then when we streaming once again Monday morning, I hope to see you there. Thanks for all the good vibes. Peace.